Randy Bachman was a founding member of the Guess Who and Bachman Turner Overdrive, BTO. He sold over 30 million records and has received over 100 gold and platinum awards from all kinds of countries around the world. You might remember them for These Eyes, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, Taking Care of Business. Well, now he's an award-winning writer that goes from Vancouver, Canada to half his time in Nashville, Tennessee, working with such writers and singers as Michael Bolton and dozens more.
She's come undone. She didn't know what she was headed for. When I found what she was headed for, it was too late. She's come undone. She found a mountain that was far too high, and when she found out she couldn't fly, it was too late. It's too late. She's lost the sun. She's done. She's come undone. She wanted truth, but all she got was lies. When it came time to realize, it was too late. She's come undone. She wanted truth, but all she got was lies. When it came time to realize, it was too late. It's too late. She's gone too far. She's lost the sun. She's come undone. She's come undone. Too many mountains and not
I'm here in
enough
Nashville,
space.
Tennessee with Randy Bachman, formerly of the Guess Who and BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. What an amazing career.
Thank you.
Where did this all start?
Back in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the age of 5, when my parents said, "We'd like you to play a musical instrument." And I said, "Great. What do you want to play?" "How about a piano?" "Too big, too noisy, too expensive." "How about drums?" "Too big, too noisy." And it ended up through a process of elimination that I got a little half-size violin and started lessons when I was about 5 and a half.
And so were you kind of learning the classical music thing?
It was all classical, and until I was about 15 and saw Elvis on TV, and just it was so wild, and so people have no idea what music was like up until that period of Elvis and Little Richard and you know, and Jerry Lee Lewis and stuff. It was very placid, and suddenly these guys were wild, and this music was wild, and it was fun, and I wanted to do it, and I switched to guitar. So all my training on violin of hearing a note and finding it, I found all the notes on the guitar, and suddenly I got a guitar, and I joined a band that became the Guess Who.
Wow, and what a band that was. How did that get its first break once you were with the band?
Well, we weren't called the Guess Who. We had numerous other names, and I think our big break came when we realized we couldn't really write our own great hit songs yet. We were just 14, 15, 16 years of age, and so we would we had a cousin in England who would send us records. So at the end of the year, she would send a friend in the band all her old 45s, because she'd be getting new ones. And we'd listen to them and say, "Gee, what's been #1 in England last year, the year before? Let's copy this song." And we copied a song called "Shakin' All Over." And we put it out, and the record label in Toronto said, "This is so good, we don't want to put your name on it, so everyone knows you're a little Winnipeg band." Neil Young was just getting started then in Winnipeg too, as Neil Young and the Squires. And he said, "We can't put your name on it. We're just going to put Guess Who on the label and release it and see what happens." And literally in 2 weeks, that song was #1 across Canada, and everyone was calling us Guess Who, and we hated the name, but suddenly became our name. So that was a really incredible twist of fate. And Shakin' All Over went to be a top 20 song in the Billboard charts, and it's still in the top 100 for that year at the end of, I think, 65 in Billboard. And here we were in high school with a hit record. We didn't really know what it meant, except that we were up there with Elvis.